right, here we are, CGS, with Tai'yon Devers. How you doing, man?
Good, man. Good.
Day 2, you guys had your practices yesterday and then more practices today, but kind of more scrimmage-like today. Like, how do you feel after 2 full days of work?
After coming from a bowl game, it feels good to be back on the field, getting back to work, getting to show my talents off to the scouts and get myself some exposure.
Another Minnesota Golden Gopher?
Yes, sir.
I just talked to one of your guys. You look like a defensive end.
I am.
3-0. I don't know what positions you got. I mean, you see a lot of the quarterbacks, they're the same guys, but the linemen, you guys are in the trenches making all the work look easy for the guys on either end. What's your thoughts on defense? You love defense?
Love everything about it.
What's your favorite part about it?
The physicality standpoint, I would say, and pass rushing. I love pass rushing.
How would you grade your college career?
I'll give myself a B.
A B?
Yeah.
I haven't heard a B in a while. I had the last two guys say A, one said A-, and it's A- I thought was oddly specific. What would you have changed then to make your career a B to an A, if you could change something?
I would say working more on my craft, adding more to it than what I have. I mean, I've done enough, I feel like, but I feel like I could have done more to become a better player on the field.
You feel like you're your own worst critic. There's always something you could have done more.
Right.
More energy. Get that block, get that tackle. Something. That's good, man. That's a good attitude to have. So we're 7 days into a brand new year, and you're down here in Dallas, Texas, out in the heat, sweating it, getting work in. I mean, why? Why are you here?
Like I said before, man, just give myself some exposure to these scouts to give myself a chance in the next level.
Yeah, there's a lot of scouts out there.
Yeah.
And I think that's great for you guys. It looks like there's more scouts this year than there were last year. And to have that kind of growth in just a year, I think is huge. If you had a lot of interviews.
I've had two.
Two?
The last 2 days, yeah.
Yeah, what teams?
The Chargers and the Rams.
Yeah? You feel like you could be on the same team as Aaron Donald?
Oh, yeah. I feel
How
like
crazy would that be?
Yeah.
Who's a guy that you kind of idolize? Because, defensive ends, it's not like it's a glamorous position, but there's still guys out there that get paid like Aaron Donald does,
I would say Von Miller.
Von Miller.
Yeah.
That's a good choice, man. He really changed the game. I mean, you can't change a whole lot at that position, right? But it just seemed like the energy he brought.
Right.
Are you a hype guy? Like when the clock starts and the whistle blows and it's kickoff time, like are you locked in and you're just jacked up?
Oh, yeah.
There's two very different personalities for some of these guys out there. There's the ones that, they sit and they're calm and collected, but if you unleash them on the field, they're a completely different animal. And it's, it's good. It's good for defense, for sure.
Definitely.
I love defense. What was your favorite part about playing for Minnesota? You guys had a very entertaining season.
So we've had a pretty tough years, previous years, we hadn't had a lot of success. And just coming in 2019 with just coming out with a bang, it's crazy, bringing hope back to the whole Minnesota football program. The fans are loving us again. They're more engaged, and when we beat Penn State, it just went up from there. That's how I knew we were going to do something special.
Yeah, when that game happened and you guys won, I've always been curious, a player. I mean, you guys go out there, and I'm sure your college years are a blur, because there's so much going on. You guys are trying to go from high school, stepping stone, college, and then pro somewhere. I mean, how do you think you're going to feel looking back on a game like that and being like, I was part of that squad? Like, that was me on that field.
See, yeah, we've accomplished a lot as a team, as a whole. We have players breaking records. We've broken team GPAs and all that stuff like that. It's something good to be a part of. I can, when I go back into the future, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I was part of this team. Yeah, we did that. We beat this team.
Yeah, man. Good season for you guys, really was. Very entertaining. As far as everything that you have here at CGS, it's not just on the field stuff. You guys
Right.
have a crash course in finance,
Hmm.
with Rod Newhouse. How important is education to you as a player beyond just what you can do out on the field?
Oh, it was very important, especially from a academic standpoint. So just in case like the NFL doesn't work out, you could have something to fall back on instead of just, oh, I'm three and out, and I'm going to be in the league for 15 plus years, and then it doesn't go how you want it to. Then what are you going to do after that?
After hearing Rod talk about how far your money goes in different markets,
Hmm.
does that give you any sort of different perspective on what team you might want to be drafted
Oh
to?
yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
Which, I mean, financially, because
Hmm.
obviously you guys don't have a favorite, you guys just want to play pro. But financially speaking, where your dollar goes the furthest, what team do you think would be the best to really make that money work for you?
Mm, that's a good one.
This is not LA, it's not Miami. I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like maybe
definitely
Green
not.
Bay.
Could be Green
It
Bay.
could be Green Bay.
I would say Minnesota, but Minnesota's pretty expensive
It
too.
is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like, it's mind blowing
yeah,
how that stuff works.
definitely.
Somewhere Midwest.
So yeah, it
Yeah,
has to be in the Midwest. It has
somewhere in
to.
the Midwest.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have the scouts watching you on the field.
Hmm.
You've got your one-on-one interviews. You said you had a couple. I mean, what do you want a scout to take away from their experience with you here?
I want them to say, "Oh, that player, he left everything on the field. He makes every rep count. He really loves this game. He has passion for the game." So I feel like that's a big aspect that scouts really look for.
Passionate guy. Well, I want to thank you for your time. He is Tai'yon
Yes,
Devers,
sir.
Minnesota Golden Gophers, man. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.